Welcome to Mouse Clicks TV Rebooted, where we're talking about everything Linux, PC, and Mac. So welcome to the show. Let's get clicking. And I'm sitting here with Don Corbett, the Linux guy, and we're discussing the Linux operating system. And for those of you who use Facebook, we're talking about a malware that can be picked up on Facebook. So this may be of interest to you.
Yeah, we've had some situations here where folks who are using Windows, this malware will go and it'll cause your machine to just crash stop. Well, sometimes you can't recover from that. And the question then can become, well, how can I fix this? What do I do? How can I recover my data if I have to start from scratch? Is there any way I can get that last couple of files that I forgot to get? A couple of ways we can accomplish that, and I'm going to kind of try to fly by wire here and see if we can simulate the same thing, because I happen to have a version of XP Pro on my virtual systems here. So let's see if we can pull XP Pro up. And the machine says that the guest isn't running, but we're going to fire it up here. And if we can get past the first boot, we'll see if it'll let us go. Of course, with Windows, it's not always as clear as, here we go, XP Pro coming up.
Great.
So we'll say in this particular segment, we had XP running, but we're not sure whether it's clean or not. So this will take a second to run. While this is going, we can notice from up on the hypervisor at the top that the XP Pro is running at 80%, 94% of the CPU. When we were running previous operating systems, remember we were only running at like 3%, 4%. So again, this is a good illustration that Windows will suck up all the resources that you allow it to have. So just because you have a bunch of stuff available doesn't necessarily mean that you want to make all of your disk, all of your memory available, because it will pull these resources up. So in this case, it looks like I do have a good copy of XP, but what we would do normally is connect the hard drive, take it out of the old machine, hook it up as an external drive to this machine, mount that drive, and then start drilling through it. In this case, it's not going to be as easy, because here, let me change this for you. As we look at the details here, you'll notice that the drive that it shows me here is a single partition within my host operating system. So because of our purpose for demonstration, I really can't do the kind of raw boot that we would do. But another way to do that is to just shut that machine down. And in fact, I'll take this down hard, just do a force quit on that. And this is a good opportunity for doing the live boot. And the live boot, rather than booting up this machine separately, I'm just going to call this live, and we're going to fire this up in its own environment, in its own generic machine. And I'm going to make this very, very small. Use one CPU, 512 meg of RAM, which that's pretty darn small. And we'll let it create its own little resource right on this system. And then I can boot my live CD, and a live CD is simply a CD that you put in the drive, and it boots up all by itself. And this is a version of what's called Myth-Ubuntu, which is like Myth TV, which is like TiVo. And again, it's a very media-rich environment, but this will allow me to connect to the internet and browse, do whatever I need, and then shut off. And I haven't written anything to my hard drive, haven't written anything to memory.
Wow.
So there's no footprint left. If you need to back up and figure out how you got that virus to begin with, a live CD would be a good way to go out to that site, see if you can replicate it again, and then when it gets infected, you just shut the thing off.
Nice.
Just that simple.
Interesting. Well, thank you for watching this segment of MouseClicks TV Rebooted, and you can see us on mouseclickstv.com. Thank you for being with us.